recently, life has kind of pushed me into a place where I've had to reevaluate and truly rediscover what my dreams are. John is the biggest dreamer that I know, and he has graciously allowed me to ask him what it means and what it looks like to be a dreamer. So let me start with, how long do you think you have been a dreamer?
I have probably been a dreamer for my whole life. since I was little.
Is that a cop-out answer or real answer?
That's a real answer. So I was surrounded by good people. I was surrounded by people who loved me and believed in me and never told me that I couldn't.
Yeah.
And so regardless of where I grew up or what my upbringing was, I was born in the perfect storm of not pursuing my dreams or not making anything of my life, really. And I just held on to those dreams, continued pursuing them, and I am where I am today because I didn't give up. I didn't let society or culture pressure me into giving those things up.
So, what would you say is your dream? What was that dream that you're pursuing?
So, my dream is to make the world a brighter place and use music to do it. So if I can be the person who writes that song that gets you through that super hard time in your life, or that brightens your day, or strengthens your marriage, or makes you happy when you're feeling sad, like, I want to be that person. And if I can change the way that people think about love and about joy and about hope, I want to do that, and I want to do it through writing songs.
That's good. I know I've cried along to a couple of your songs before. So you're already starting. When did you begin pursuing music as a dream?
I lost a bet in 8th grade. And I had to, commit the atrocity of auditioning for the school musical. So I auditioned, and the producers and the choir director really liked my voice. And they were like, well, you should join choir. So I kind of looked at like the 2-girl, 1-guy ratio, and I was like, okay, I'll join choir, I'll try it out. And so I started singing, learned I could sing. From there, I started writing 14-year-old cheesy love songs, which are so terrible. Oh my gosh. If you are struggling with being a musician or a songwriter, message me. I will send you those songs. It will encourage you because they are so bad. But I continued writing songs and just never stopped. And that was kind of when I decided to take the leap to start to pursue music. Now, there's a bigger leap in my life. After we moved to Savannah, I got a job at a country club, essentially a country club, where people with too much money lived and they played golf and tennis every day. So my job was to scrub the tennis court lines so that they could play a set of doubles at 8 a.m. with their friends with too much money. And one day I kind of just got fed up with, feeling unfulfilled, like feeling like I wasn't doing anything with my life, feeling disrespected and apathetic. And I decided to quit and pursue music. And it was a huge risk, and it was a huge leap of faith. But so worth it. Absolutely so worth it.
So that's one experience that's really shaped your path on your dream. How have other past experiences shaped your dreams?
I think, the ups and the downs are what really change and shape your dreams. Not just the static, normal life, but when you're going through the really hard times and when you're going through the really good times. So, when I was a young, preteen teenager, I really struggled with depression. And I really, struggled with that until I was about 17 years old. And I got over it. I found hope. I found happiness. I found joy. And I just believe that that's accessible to everyone now. And if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have the sympathy and the empathy to sit with other people and say, I know what you're going through. And I wouldn't be able to write from that place to say, I know, how sad you are. I know how hopeless you feel. But there's a brighter day ahead,
Yeah.
There is. And I just believe that with all my heart. And I'm oppressively optimistic. I will make you, feel what I feel and be optimistic like me and believe in that brighter day. And I just believe in that. And some of the highs in my life. So that those were the lows that helped helped me figure out my dream. But the highs of my life is that I played on a stage with a person that I never would have imagined, when I started writing music, that I would be able to do that, that I would never be able to play with this person on the stage. And that was John Legend. And man, he's the nicest guy in the world. So cool. Getting to meet him, being mentored by him, and then opening for him at South by Southwest was an amazing experience. Not to mention a girl fainted while I was playing, which was like the highlight of my career. Actually, it wasn't because I was singing good though, it's probably because she was like dehydrated or something, but I claim that a girl fainted while I was playing, I can do that. But that gave me the courage to say like, hey, I can really do this. And so that was right after I quit my job. That was a year after. So I took that risk. I jumped off the cliff. And then soon after that, I had that amazing experience. It paid off, and it paid off in a year.
So how will this experience with Guitar Center and being out in LA and even the possibility of playing on Jimmy Kimmel help you get closer to your dream of changing the world with music?
Yeah, it would be a huge help. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know if I'm gonna win. I don't know if I'm gonna lose. But my dream isn't gonna be stopped by winning or losing a contest. That's not what it's dependent on. And I could still change the world with or without it. But it'd be really nice, It's an amazing experience. And to have that platform, to have that voice, be put in front of so many people would be amazing, because I can get my message out, I can get my story out, I can share that with people, and I can start changing lives there on such a larger scale. So it is important to have that platform of influence and to be able to speak at that level. And so it's really important for me to win it. But again, it's not what my dream is dependent on,
Yeah, that's good. How would you challenge me and our viewers to become bigger dreamers?
I would ask you what you want the world to look like after you leave. After, Melody is gone, what do you want the world to look like? And really think about that. And if you're brave, leave me a message in the comment section below. And I would love to hear your dreams and what you see the world looking like after you leave. And if you're not, then just be encouraged and pursue your dreams. Start something. Start today. Start moving, because you never know where you're going to be in 10 years. It's never too late. You're never too old. You're never too young. But you do have to start, and you do have to take risk, and it will pay off. And I believe that for you. Obviously. But yeah, is that it?
Yeah, thanks for playing this game with me. I know you're not always up for asking questions, and hopefully I'll be able to find my dreams.
Thank you. All right, love you guys, and I will see you next time on Journey to LA.